mermaids. Oh, excuse me. Hi, mermaids. Happy new moon in Scorpio. Great way to start off our ceremony today. So, yeah, I'm really excited to get started today. And since we are live and I've invited a bunch of you to come find me live, I'm just going to wait until many of you are finding me live. And if you're on replay, welcome, 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 welcome. I'm super excited that you're here. And today we have a lot of magic to dive into. So, as I wait for the beautiful beings on live who are just starting to find me, if you are on replay and we're already hanging out, I invite you to take a couple deep breaths and just allow yourself to come into this moment for this journey that we are about to go on, which I'm really excited about. So, for those of you who are live, if you could let me know that you're here and that you can see me and that you can hear me all right, that would be amazing. And I hope that you can. And if you are on replay, you can just let me know that you're great. And I'll read that later. Hi, Jordan. Jordan's here. Nice to see you. Yeah, hopefully some of y'all can let me know if Ellen's here. Hi. If I'm showing up nicely in sound and in video. It's always so calming to my nervous system when I go live and people are like, "Yeah, I can hear you and see you okay." I'm like, "Okay, good." Okay, great. Charlotte says hello, can hear and see you. Amazing. Okay. Melina's here, says tuning in from the road. Also, Melina, if I'm saying your name wrong, please let me know because you're popping up a lot lately and I love it. And I hope I'm not saying your name wrong. Sherry says, "Yay, I can see and hear you." Jordan says, "Sounds good." Stephanie is here. Hello. She says, "Here, seeing you and hearing you." Awesome. Okay, I'm super excited. So, as we begin this new moon in Scorpio ceremony, I would like to sort of introduce what it is that we are doing today. So, Joanne's here, Sandra's here, hey, awesome. Amanda's here, super excited. And if you're on replay, also let me know that you're here so I can see that later. So, this is going to be a little bit of a different new moon in Scorpio ceremony because, well, Scorpio, and we're in the season of Scorpio, is a very sort of witchy, sexy, dark sign, right? And rather than going the route of going really sort of into the underworld today and really sort of connecting with that deep, dark magic of Scorpio, what we're actually going to do is we are going to use the frequency and use the season and the new moon in Scorpio to be able to go deeper and connect more deeply and more directly with the spirit world, what a lot of people call the spirit world. And today we're going to be going through a process of how to connect to our spirit guides and our angels. And we're going to go through kind of a little bit of a workshop, and then we're going to get into a guided meditation in this ceremony so that we are receiving messages from our guides and angels today. And again, using the Scorpio deeper energy to help us kind of throttle us there. Genevieve's here. Hi. Artemis. Hey from Greece. That makes me so excited. I don't know if you know, but I'm obsessed with Greece, like so beyond obsessed. So I'm glad that you're watching from Greece. And so that's what we're going to be doing today. I have a feeling it's going to be really awesome. I'm also going to move my curtains in a second. It's been so sunny and rainy today. I can't figure out the weather, so I put the curtains over the window because there was blaring sun in my eye, and now the sun is gone, so I kind of want to open them again. But what we're also going to do today is we're going to give a full scholarship away to my upcoming journey, which officially opens right now, which is called Meet Your Guides and Angels. So I want to give you a little bit of a backstory to like what we're doing today, why we're doing it today, and what this session is all about, and what the next 4 weeks are also going to be about if you decide to go deeper with us. So I was in a retreat recently, an online retreat. I wish I was in an in-person retreat, and an online retreat, and I knew that something was wanting to come through me. I felt this like when there's a buildup of sort of creative energy or when something wants to come out of me, I can feel it in my system. And a lot of the time for a while, like I won't really know what it is. Maybe you can relate in your sort of whatever you create. You can kind of feel this like buildup. And I was feeling that, and I wanted to kind of sit and just like listen to what that was. But I had this 2 day online retreat that weekend. This was a few weeks ago. And in that retreat, I think we were doing some breath work and we were doing a lot of things. And the download just came. Like I didn't actually need to set aside time to meditate and really bring it in. It actually came right when I was in front of the computer. And what that download was is it was my guides and my angels and my higher self coming to me and telling me, we want you to almost like prepare the people for 2021. And the message was help the people in your audience, help people that are connected to you, help them to hear their spirit guides and angels, help them to communicate with us. Because 2021 is going to be a whole nother thing. If anybody thought that this was the end of the chaos and 2020 was just going to wrap itself up, my intuition would speak strongly against that. My personal intuition and what many of my teachers have also been sharing is this is almost kind of just the beginning of this big unraveling of this old paradigm, these old power structures. And it's possible that we're going to see more chaos, more intensity. So this is kind of what was like being brought to me when I was receiving this message was, please help people be able to connect more deeply with their guides and angels so that they can go into 2021 really strong and really clear. Because we are the way showers on this planet right now, right? We are the way showers. We are the ones that are helping and we're midwifing the new reality being birthed, and we're simultaneously also holding a lot of energy and a lot of space for all these people that are just waking up. And as you may know, when you just start waking up, at some point you realize, wow, I've been brainwashed and I've been disempowered and I haven't been following my truth and all this kind of stuff. And we're going to need so many people to just really hold the space for this grand awakening that's happening. And that's us, right? Hang on, I'm just going to open my curtain because I just want more light. I'll be right back. Okay, so if that's us, if we're the way showers and we're the ones on the leading edge and we're the ones that are going to help midwife this new reality, then who is way showing for us? Who's way showing for us? Who's mentoring us? Who's holding space for us? And the answer to that, if you would like to take that invitation, is the angelic realm, the ascended masters, and any other, spirit guides, light beings that are around us, including animal spirits, animal guides, animal totems, our ancestors, our soul family, our star family from other star nations and other lifetimes. So these are the multidimensional mentors, our multidimensional way showers. And so it's important that we create this relationship and that we connect with these mentors and with these way showers. Because if you're holding space for humanity to awaken and you're moving through your own wounds and you're processing your own stuff, like we want to be held in that. We want to be mentored in that. And it's an amazing experience to be feeling a lot of the world's stuff or a lot of your own stuff. Get onto that meditation pillow, call in your spirit team, and be able to have a sigh of relief and just breathe. And to know that you're held and to be able to receive that direction and the downloads for your next step. So I'm just going to pause here because I just want to make sure that I'm coming through still nice on the video, because Facebook Live is showing me something a little bit strange, and I just want to make sure that I'm still streaming through nicely to you. So if you could let me know if you're live, if you can still hear me and see me okay. So that's a little bit about why we're doing what we're doing today and the backstory of that. So we have our ceremony today in which I'm going to hold space for your own connection to deepen in with your own spirit guides and angels. And so you're going to be able to have this stronger, more open relationship with the beings that have been walking with you for your whole life, and you might not have known it. Thanks, Jordan. Jordan says, streaming well. Melissa's here. Hi, Beth. Ellen says, yes, hear you. Love that. Awesome. Amanda says, oh, okay. Thanks, everybody. Sarah says, you look amazing. That's very kind of you. Okay, awesome. Thanks for letting me know. I appreciate that. So we have our free ceremony today. Just because it's free doesn't mean it's not going to be super potent. It is. We're going to go deep today. It's going to be amazing. But you also have the option of going deeper for the next, in December. We're going to start December 1st for 4 weeks in a new program that I created based on this guidance called Meet Your Guides and Angels. And today I'm actually going to be giving away a full scholarship to that. Well, actually, I'm going to be giving it away on Wednesday. But if you are interested in joining me for that 4-week journey, all you have to do is comment. So all of you have been commenting, and whether that's on the replay as well, all you have to do is comment, and you are entered to win a full scholarship. So as long as you're watching before Tuesday night, 11 p.m. on Tuesday night, the 17th, Pacific Standard Time, as long as you're watching before then on YouTube, on the Facebook group, wherever you're seeing this, and you comment, you will be entered to win a full scholarship for this journey. The more you comment, the more entries you receive, because I'm going to be asking my guidance where to go in the video and scrolling over the comments and asking who is going to be most served by receiving the full scholarship. So if you have more comments, you're going to have more bandwidth when I'm scrolling over, and I open my eyes. Amanda says, yay, thank you. Awesome. Debbie says, thank you. These lives are so full of value. Yay, amazing. Stephanie says, I'm interested. Awesome. Amanda's heart's awesome. So before we get into today's content, I will just describe a little bit about what the 4-week journey is, just so you know if you actually want to keep commenting. We're going to do 90-minute live ceremonies once a week for 4 weeks, and you're going to get a lot of guided meditations, homework, a Facebook group as well, all with the intention to align you with the guidance from your spirit guides, your angels, and your higher self. So you're clear. You're going into 2021 and you're like, I'm clear, I'm aligned, I feel anchored in who I am, and now I can hear my guides and angels a lot better and a lot more clearly. And this is actually what we're going to be doing today as well, right? In this free ceremony. So it just depends on how deep you want to go with this. Awesome. Love seeing everyone's comments. Ellen says, cool, your last one, the Dolphin Consciousness Journey, was amazing. Awesome. Charlotte says, so cool. I would love to be a part of the program. Yay. Yay. So awesome. And yeah, so we're gonna have a full scholarship given away on Wednesday to one lucky being. But I've also priced the 4-week journey quite affordably, just so it's more accessible to people. So if you're interested and you don't win the scholarship, it'll be available for $188 US with payment plans available. So that's all I'll say about that for now. Jennifer says, we need that backup to not be shaken. Yeah, exactly. To not be shaken by the outside world. Exactly. Artemis said, I'd love to be a part. I would love to have you. Debbie says, funny, I just got a message recently to connect more directly with guides for upcoming labor and birth. Amazing. Bianca says, yay, this sounds awesome. Fellow Beth says, thank you. Leah's here. Awesome. Sorry if your comment kind of got lost in the barrage of comments. I appreciate that. So let's get into today's content. I've got a lot to share with you today. We'll probably go for about 90 minutes today. We might do a little bit less. We'll see how amazing I am at putting all the information together. Kendra says, steal of a deal. Yeah, affordable for the people, so we can all receive the guidance. So, I want to tell you a little bit about how this came to be, where I could actually hear my own guides and angels. So, if you're new to me, I actually run, my business in a way that's completely dependent on my connection with spirit guides and angels. I do a lot of different things, but I definitely help star seeds align with their soul's missions. And I support you in really expressing your soul's mission through sacred business. So I do a lot of one on one coaching in my work, and I do a lot of listening to people's spirit guides and angels. So that's actually primarily, if you ever sit with me one on one, or if you have before, you know that I'm sitting with your guides and angels, and that's predominantly how I'm receiving sort of information and sharing that. And I've worked with spirit guides and angels for my entire business. At one point, every single offering I had was based around my one on one intuitive sessions with guides and angels. So I actually have been doing this professionally for a while. Oh, the sun, I love you, but you're just coming in my eyes. Um, try not to get distracted with all the awesome comments. So, yeah, there's been. Oh, sorry, I gotta close these curtains again. I'll be right back. I told you the weather is being so crazy. Okay, so yeah, basically that's to say that I work a lot with spirit guides and angels. I work professionally working with spirit guides and angels. I have for many, many years. But how did that actually start? Did it start with me being born from the womb and I was like, oh, I hear the angels, everything's so clear? No, not at all. I was not one of those people. Like my mother. My mother is a healer, and my mother lived her whole life with her psychic channels pretty open. And I grew up in a household where she would comment that she could actually see spirits. And I thought growing up that that was a special gift. I thought that in order to maybe see spirits or to hear your guides or hear your angels, I thought that was a gift that you were born with, and if you weren't born with it, then too bad. Keep in mind, I wasn't actually spiritually awake at this time. I didn't wake up until I was about 19 years old, and when I was 19, I started, after I had my spiritual awakening, I had spent 3.5 months in South Africa and an internship, and I came back to university, and my whole world had just changed. Gratitude to Cape Town, South Africa. That place was the place that woke me up. And I came back, and I just had this impulse to start meditating. And it was very quickly, rapidly, a few months of just third eye open. Okay, I remember a little bit. I'm starting to remember that, we're all one. And that's when I started becoming interested in spirit guides and angels, and especially, yeah, both. So I remember reading Sonia Choquette's book, Ask Your Guides, and I started reading Doreen Virtue's books, with the angels and ascended masters. And that's when I started experimenting. I started calling in the guides, the angels, and I got really curious about what that was all about. And what happened was I was starting to receive some guidance and meditations. I was starting to kind of, receive some pieces. And, a piece of guidance that came really, strongly through was, well, when you're done university, I was studying for a finance degree. I was on the path to go into the corporate world. The guidance was, when you're done university, start your own business. And so I was really inspired by Gabby Bernstein at the time, and I had never seen, a young woman be able to do kind of what she did. She's a spiritual teacher and young, and I was scared people wouldn't take me seriously. I was graduating university at 20, and starting a business around spirituality and supporting people with their spirituality. But that was the guidance. So how I started my business is I started making crystal necklaces and crystal jewelry. And I began making custom pieces. I knew eventually I was going to get into some sort of coaching or writing or teaching, but that's kind of where I started. And I would meet with people, And, I would get, word of mouth, people coming to me, they wanted a crystal necklace. And how it worked, say if you wanted one, and this was me 8 years ago, 9 years ago, 10 years ago, oh my God, I'm 30 now, so a long time ago. You would come and you would meet with me. I would get to know you a little bit so that I could go to the crystal store and find the perfect crystals for you intuitively. I wouldn't tell you what they were, and I would make a necklace for you, send it your way. You'd tell me if you wanted long, short, gold, or silver, and I would do the rest. So what started happening when I was sitting down to these sessions? I was just, for my custom pieces, I just wanted to get to know people. I wanted to know what was going on in their lives. That's all I wanted to know, so I could pick the right stone for them. But because I had been meditating so often, I had started to change my diet. I had, healthier, vegetarian, just cleaner and clearer. Again, meditating a lot, asking the angels, asking my guides for support. What happened in these sessions is they would, be telling me something, and I would start getting downloads. And I'd be like, do you have anything going on with your father right now? Or like, there would just be these downloads of like, oh, you need to stop eating dairy. There's a lot of, mucus in your field, or, just these downloads would come through. And what happened, people really resonated with them. Thanks for all your comments. I'm going to read some of them soon here. People resonated with the guidance, and I was like, okay, so I'm getting these downloads all of a sudden, and I'm telling people them, and they're resonating. So that's interesting. And what happened is people started coming to me, not just for the crystal necklaces, but they kind of, their friends would tell them, they kind of came expecting that I would give them some intuitive guidance. And that's really how it started for me, and just spiraled from there. And I really practiced. I worked this muscle. I would do practice readings on people for a while before I charged for them. And I kept going with my meditation. I kept going with the guidance that was coming through. So that's a little bit about how I started receiving messages from my guides and angels. And they have been extraordinarily helpful. You know me, I love Archangel Michael. He's my boo, my BFF, warrior, angel friend, guide. But, all my guides and angels throughout the years have helped me so much. And they've allowed me to feel confident in a world that repeatedly asks me to not feel confident. Like, for example, I've traveled, if you've been with me for a while following my journey, I'll share a little bit of a story. I traveled to Egypt a couple years ago. And first off, and I was alone, right? First off, people were telling me, don't go to Egypt by yourself. You're a young white woman, Western woman. Don't go to Egypt by yourself. And my guidance was, it's fine, go, definitely go. So I went, and then I went to Cairo for a few days by myself as well. That was an interesting experience. And the guy that drops me off at the weirdest Airbnb ever, so creepy. I didn't know it'd be creepy, it was. He says, when I get to this little village in Egypt, in Cairo, he's like, don't walk around at night. Don't walk around alone at night. Don't walk around at night. Stay here. Only go out in the day. Blah, 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 blah. I was like, yeah, okay, cool. And he's like, oh yeah, and cover up, like full long sleeves. And I got to the apartment, and I needed to eat, and I was just wearing something that covered my shoulders, and I thought it was fine. And, my guidance was like, yeah, go out, explore. So there I was in Egypt and Cairo doing everything people were telling me not to do. But because my guidance was like, yeah, go for it. And that 3 days in Cairo was the most crazy travel experience I've ever had. Amazing. I ended up meeting a local family who adopted me for 3 days, doing all the things that you're not supposed to do. But my guidance was like, this is fine, you're safe, and had some really amazing experiences. Got to go to a local wedding on the streets, the only white person there, rode on a camel there through the streets of Cairo. It was a whole thing. But I just want to, explain as a fun example of how practically this can work in your life. Other people would say, that's stupid, Beth. Don't be stupid. But I am able to do things and feel confident and safe because of my guidance. When my guidance says, no, don't go to that place, or no, because that happens too, don't walk down that street, or yeah, do cover up right now, or that guidance can come through too, and I can trust it, and allow it to come in. So I'll just check in with some more comments right now. And again, if you're on replay, you can still enter in for the full scholarship with your comments before Tuesday. So I'll be reading them too. Holly says, I've been thinking of visiting Egypt a lot lately. Yeah, Egypt is amazing. Melina says the light was coming through on your forehead. Perfect and amazing. Yay. Genevieve says my sessions, 101 sessions, the bomb. Thank you. And Jordan says, oh my God, this program sounds amazing. I committed today to being in the ceremony. Kind of love that this is what's coming through and being offered today. So good. Okay, exciting. Amanda says, loving this. Thank you. Yeah, Amanda says, can't let fear rule your life. Exactly. And when you live in communion with your spirit guides and angels, it's a whole different thing because you're taking direction from a higher realm. And so that higher realm can see things that, our small selves and other people can't. So it allows me to, and potentially you might have already started really connecting with your own guidance and your guides and angels. It just allows you to do what you need to do in life. And it feels really good. So I want to ask you, live or on replay, where are you at right now with your connection with your spirit guides and your angels? Are you someone who maybe this is pretty new for you? Are you someone that's like, oh yeah, I was meditating with Mary Magdalene last night and she was telling me things? Somewhere in the middle, I'd love to know. Melissa says, yes, thank you for sharing. So beautiful. Jessica says, yeah, sounds incredible. Awesome. Yeah, I'd love to know just kind of where you're at because I'm going to start now walking you through. Like, we're going to do a little bit of a workshop and then we're going to go into a guided meditation. The guided meditations are really where the magic happens, especially if you've been with me for a while. You know that I love walking you through guided meditations, and that's where the magic happens, that you can really connect with your own higher self. There's a little bit of a lag on this video, I think, so I'm going to wait for your comments to come. Amanda says, I spent the weekend, your day ahead in New Zealand at a womb healing retreat, and I'm so thankful to be doing this with you all today. Yay! Awesome. Love it. Okay, so I'll wait for those comments to come through, and then I'll just start the little workshop. And here they are. Here they are. Ellen says, can see and hear them when I choose. Would like to do this better, though. Cool. I like that. When you choose. Stephanie says, on the newer side, but I think we have a great relationship so far. Cute. I was going to say cute, but also cool, so it was like cute. Would love to get closer. Jordan says, somewhere in the middle. Debbie says, I feel guides and get so many signs. Yay, from animals and repeated numbers, insects. Beth says, I'm new to it. Awesome. Amanda says, I experienced a severe trauma 6 months ago. I'm sorry to hear that and I've lost my connection. Okay, I'm glad that you're here. Melina says, I got disconnected and have been reconnecting. That's where I am. Hallie says, I'm in the middle, lots of connection with animal messengers. Sometimes I see snippets of images from guides, mostly while sleeping. Amanda says, I'm connecting deeper every day. Awesome. I sat with Kuan Yin yesterday. Ever since the Sophia Code initiation that you recommended, I've been in full connection with her. Amazing. Leah says, I feel like I'm pretty new to being open to guides, even though it's been a few years. Cool. Joanne says, I regularly connect with my angels and spirit guides. Awesome. Ready to go deeper. Rosie said, just in bed here in UK. Awesome. Brand new to this. Welcome, Rosie. Genevieve said, just connected with one of my animal totems last night. It was a snake. Amazing. Okay, cool. So for those of you live, anyway, it sounds like there's quite a few of you who are either new or have been in the realm of connecting with your guides and angels, but you know that there's a lot more for you to go into. So this is very exciting for me. Jordan says, I feel very connected to unconditional love and to my guides, but I don't hear direct messages and don't remember to ask them, but still feel guided. Yay. Okay, great. Perfect. So, all right, we're going to get into the little workshop here. Before we do that, we're going to call in our guides and angels for support. I'm probably going to go pee because I'm a mermaid and I drink way too much liquids and I'm still always thirsty. Mara says, I feel guided all the time, but through a veil, not sure who they are. Awesome. Angelica says, I've never tried to connect with guides specifically because I was always filled with self-doubt. Okay, but I'm doing deep work to cultivate that confidence and intuition within myself. Great. Glad you're here. This is what today is for. So let's do a little bit of a prayer. I'm so excited, guys, to go through this workshop because it it sounds like so many of you are like, like I said, new to like kind of medium on this, and it makes such a huge difference in our lives. People ask me, I run a successful business. I get to travel when it's not COVID. I don't work very often. I'm really clear on my purpose. A lot of these things that, that are dreams for so many of us. This certainly was a dream for me, 7 years ago, 8 years ago. And honestly, like when people ask me, like, how do you do it? This is how. My, sorry, we're like lighted. My connection to my spirit guides, my angels, and my higher self. And we're going to talk a little bit about the difference between our higher self, our spirit guides, and angels today. And the commitment to constantly tune into them and ask them for guidance and really sit in communion with the higher realms and my spirit team. It's been so huge. For example, even this journey now and the 4-week journey is coming out of that connection. So it's been so huge, and we can use this connection differently. Not everybody's going to use their connection like me. That's the beauty of it. It's going to be so vast and so amazing, what this can do for you. So thanks. I see there's more comments coming in, but I'm gonna not read every single one of them so we can actually do what we need to do today. I'll read them all after though, once we're done. So if you want to close your eyes, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna create some sacred space and call in our guides. So taking a deep breath in, and as you breathe, I want you to see a beautiful pillar of light moving through your spinal column. Grounding into the core of Gaia. I want you to take your second chakra. If you're a woman, if you're a man, your root chakra. If you're not identified with either gender, just decide second or root. And you're going to anchor your grounding cord down, 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 down into the core crystal of Mother Earth. So go ahead, take a deep breath. Send a grounding cord. This is a cord of light, and send it right into the core crystal of Mama Gaia, of Mother Earth. It doesn't matter if you're not super visual, just that your intention is to connect with the core of the earth is enough. Feel the energy rising from the earth into your body, through your spinal column, and in your heart, go ahead and send light through your heart, up, up, up through your crown, into the sun. See a pillar of light going right into the sun. Grounding, but like kind of the opposite, anchoring into the sun, the cosmic energy from up above. And set the intention that you're going to pillar your light into anywhere that your higher self wishes for your light to be pillared in this cosmic energy. So that might be the sun, it might be a planet or a star that you're connected to. You don't have to know where your higher self is taking you. It might be the great central sun. It might be to your oversoul in the 7th plane. You don't have to know where your higher self is taking you. Just set the intention that your higher self is anchoring you into whatever higher portal, higher energy is going to deeply serve you today. So on the next inhale, just breathe all that energy back. See that energy coming through your crown chakra, through your chakras, into your heart, into your spinal column, and your pillar of light is activated. Breathing your energy into your heart, above and below. Feeling your heart open, feeling gratitude for whatever you feel grateful for in this moment, small or big. And we call upon all of our higher selves to join us in this moment. So we're calling on your true, big, divine self. We call on our higher selves, whoever is here live or on replay. Doesn't matter, we're all here together. And I call upon your spirit guides and your angels of divine light to please be with us and really strongly step forward in this moment. And you can see a circle. There will be hundreds of people who end up doing this ceremony. So you can see a circle of hundreds of people, 100 or 200 or more, whatever feels good. And you can see all of our spirit guides and angels coming and standing really, really strong with us, or maybe they're flying, or however they show up is perfect. And in this moment, just feeling into a little bit of like a wow, like how powerful are we, that we're so powerful, we're showing up in our higher self's light, And we have a spirit team with us that's also so powerful. And we're bringing all of this power into this circle today for this new moon. So, breathing in and setting an intention today. Setting an intention, if you can, out loud. So, using this new moon energy, set the intention that I want you to set an intention for your beingness, for your inner world, not an intention of, well, I hope that's this, and I intend that this ceremony helps me make $10,000 this month. That's fine, that's well, but this is not for this moment. In this moment, set an intention that is about your inner self. I intend to connect more deeply with my guides and angels today. I intend to receive a message from my guides and angels today. I intend to allow my guides and angels to give me a healing today. I intend to release fears about stepping into my soul's mission today. I intend to receive healing about this one issue in my life today. Whatever your intention is, you can place one hand on your heart or both. Trusting whatever comes through, and if you're not sure what your intention is, you can just intend that you're going to connect more deeply with your guides and angels today, and you allow their presence in. Breathing that intention into your heart. Breathing in and just allowing yourself to move more deeply into your body, trusting that you do have spirit guides and angels with you. Trusting that no matter what happens today, I promise you they are with you right here, right now, streaming you love, streaming you guidance, streaming you whatever you need. And we're just going to unpeel the layers today. We're going to peel back layers that have prevented us from hearing them and seeing them and feeling them, or whatever, intuitive channel wants to be open to connect with them. We're going to peel back those layers, peel back those veils, so that we can more deeply receive the guidance that wishes to come through. So when you're ready, you can open your eyes, and as promised, I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Okay. Debbie says, angelic voice. Thank you. All right, so let's get into the juice, people. All right, so let's talk about why. We talked about why we would want to connect with our guides and angels, but I want to talk a little bit more about that. When we are connecting with our guides and angels, what's really, really important for us to understand, that I didn't understand at the start of when I was connecting with my guides and angels, is their biggest, and primary purpose in your life is to connect you to your own higher self, to your own mastery, to your own Christed self. So many people connect with guides and angels in a, I am lower, you are higher, please take mercy on me and help me, I am such a lowly human. Okay, this is definitely not how our guides and angels see us. We are masters in human form right now. We are powerful angelic beings of the light of the divine ray of source, and we are here on a mission. We are here on a mission. And yes, we are being challenged by all of the human initiations and all of the human things. But in truth, we are source energy. We are fractals of source energy. We are powerful. We are light. We are beautiful. We are, it's amazing. And the role of our guides and angels is to come support us in connecting with the master that is us. So that's really important to understand, that your guides and your angels are constantly going to be mirroring back your own power and reflect you and guide you back to your own heart, to your own higher self's wisdom. Right? So, guys, these comments are so funny. And nice. Okay, so this is very important to note. A true spirit guide of the light, a true angel, is going to just love you and support you and be mentoring you, right? That to me is the true essence of the relationship. They are mentors for us. You know, if we think about certain spirit guides, many of our spirit guides, we can call on ascended masters to be with us. We might already have many, many ascended masters walking the way with us, such as Mary Magdalene, yes, such as Jesus, such as Hathor, such as Isis, Mother Mary, White Buffalo Woman, Serapis Bay, Saint Germain. Any of these ascended masters are going to be so, so helpful for us to be mentored by, because they too lived in human bodies. They understand the initiations that come along with having human bodies. So this is going to be really, really helpful, right? If you're going to train to be the best basketball player that you could ever be, maybe you want to be the best basketball player in the world. Wouldn't it be fucking cool if you could get Michael Jordan as your coach? I would want Michael Jordan as my coach if I wanted to be the best basketball player in the world, right? Rather than just trying to figure it out by yourself. Do you have what it takes inside of you to be the best basketball player in the world if that's your, goal? Yeah, probably. Yeah, fuck yeah. Is it going to be a little bit easier and a little bit faster, getting better? Rather than trying to piece together YouTube videos. If you have Michael Jordan coaching you, yeah. Right? So that's kind of the vibe, right? Like, we want our spirit guides and we want our angels to be helping us. I could go so much deeper into this, but that's going to be for the 4-week journey, because I'm not going to have you on for 5 hours today. I probably could. So yeah, that's why we want to connect, a little bit more about why we want to connect with the guides and angels. Now let's go into how. How do we connect with the guides and angels? I'm just referencing my notes here. I have a little bit of a system that I want to guide you through today. So this system, and I think there's 5 steps and a 6 important note to bring into your life. These 5/6 steps, what I want you to understand about what I'm going to tell you is that this is a consistent practice. So the more that you bring these practices into your life, the more strongly you're going to be able to connect with your spirit guides, your angels, and again, remembering that they are actually connecting you more and more deeply to your own higher self's wisdom and helping you to see yourself more clearly as the angelic being that you are, that you already are. So the first step in how I've brought this together for you today, this isn't the definitive exactly, every single step that you want to use for your, connecting with your spirit guides and angels. These are the only steps. You got to do them in this order. This is how it works. Nothing like that. This is just, something that I brought together that can really, really support you, and we can change it and alter it as we go along. If you join us for the 4-week journey, you're going to get so much more. So first step, pillar of light. We just did it. I also talked about it in the video on how to work with Pleiadian light work techniques that I did recently. So in order to connect with our guides and angels, when we're really starting to do that, when we connect with them and when we ask them for help and guidance and support, and we want to hear them or we want to feel them or we want to just get in the zone with them, we want to set aside some sacred space in order to do that. Eventually, when you get used to what your guides sound like and what your angels sound like, you can be like me and be like a hot mess and just like doing something, and it can still come through because the channel is more open and it's, more connected, more tuned in, more plugged in. But especially if you're just starting out, and even for me, for sure, I'd rather create sacred space to really hear them, because that's when I'm going to hear them most deeply and strongly. And we do that because your angels and your spirit guides are vibrating at a very high level. They exist in higher dimensional planes right now. So, as a human, we're living in a little bit of a lower dimensional reality on one level. In truth, we're existing simultaneously on all of these levels. But in order to connect more deeply with our guides and angels, we actually want to bring our vibration to a more refined, more coherent, more aligned energy, so that we're more a vibrational match to hear them when we're kind of closing that gap. Does this mean that your guides only want to talk to you when you're high vibe and feeling good and aligned? No. They always love you. They always want to talk to you. They're always talking to you. They're always guiding you. They're always sending you blessings. They're always sending you support. They're always honoring your free will. So if you're not asking for their help, they're going to be giving you much less help than they could be if you were asking them for support. But they're always going to be wanting to connect with you. It's just that it's harder for us to hear them if we're all over the place 24/7, not making the space to connect with them. So going back to the pillar of light, this is a meditation that we just briefly did that can really support us, because we're going to ground into the core of the earth, and we're going to go up and connect with the cosmic energy. So we're going to bring that electric cosmic energy into our bodies, the magnetic Mother Earth energy into our body. And what we're doing is we're activating and opening our chakras. We're opening our prana tube. We're activating our DNA with light when we do that. And that's going to allow for the phone line to start to clear, for the phone line to start to open. Okay? You can also practice light showers. I also spoke about this in the Pleiadian Lightwork techniques, where you're bringing light, you're visualizing light. And you can make notes on this if you'd like, or you can just wait until our, wait for a guided meditation, shortly, where we're going to really go into this experientially. Because if you've got, we want to bring the light showers in, because if you've got, your buddy's energy over here and someone you passed on the street and their energy and all this stuff from the internet that came into your field, and your aura is just full of other people's stuff, it's going to feel harder to receive high vibrational guidance and downloads when there's just a bunch of stuff going on in your field. So if we bring light showers in, light. Shower! We're going to, just help clear that. So you could work with a golden light shower throughout the day, a diamond light shower, a violet shower, sapphire blue shower, pink ray shower. These are some of my favorites, some of them that I would recommend. Any color is going to have an effect. Diamond light's going to be really powerful. Golden light's going to be really powerful. Violet light, blue light, powerful. Sapphire blue light. So you can, throughout the day, bring in these light showers to just kind of clear your channels and help to open the pathways. Okay. And, you can do this in meditation as well, pillar of light, and then the light shower. If you're setting yourself up to receive messages from your guides and angels, you might also want to cast a circle of protection. You might want to call Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael, maybe Archangel Uriel, Archangel Raphael. I just said Raphael, Gabriel. You can call in some of the archangels to support you and to surround you, to surround your aura, to protect your aura, so that only true guidance of the divine light comes in. So you can do that as well. So those are 3 steps that are really going to support you in just setting up sacred space. Again, you can write notes on that, practice that later. I'm going to have a guided meditation coming up maybe tonight that's going to support you with this for free. Or you can just say, cool, that sounds awesome. I'm just going to wait for the guided meditation that Beth's going to lead me through, and I'm going to just totally ground into that. Charlotte says, I've definitely felt disconnected from my guides for a while now. I do try and speak to them, but I don't always hear what they have to say. I don't think my body is physically in the right space to receive. I need to be healthier. Although the last couple of days I've been seeing triple 2, 4s, and 5s everywhere. Awesome. Hallie says, late shower, such a good tip. Yeah, we want those late showers. So yeah, thanks for sharing, Charlotte. We're gonna get into some good stuff here for you today. So those are some energetic practices, and the last energetic practice to really help you within that, those little tips is the heart opening. Okay, so people a lot of the time think, well, if I'm going to be connecting with my guides and angels, I'm going to go to the third eye. I'm going to go to the higher chakras. Okay, yes, the higher chakras do resonate with a higher vibrational energy. The throat chakra is amazing. The back of the throat chakra, absolutely for receiving messages from your guides and angels. Back of your throat chakra, base of your skull, if you didn't know, huge center for receiving your guides and angels guidance. So if you want to, you can bring the light shower right in there, and you can bring yourself a light shower or the light of your higher self in there to do some clearing. But how I start everybody out, Kate says, wonderful, thank you, you're welcome. How I start everybody out and how I always, start out, if I am really tuning into my guides and angels, or if I'm tuning into someone else's field, maybe one-on-one client, I'm sitting with them, I'm going into my heart. My heart is actually, in my experience and opinion, potentially my most powerful psychic center. The heart is the balance point. The heart is the stargate. The heart is where you're gonna really be allowing yourself to receive the most legit guidance, right? The heart has its kind of its own filter system. So if you're coming in with an open heart, if you spend 5 or 10 minutes saying your gratitude out loud, you're going to say 5 or 10 minutes, I'm going to gratitude, thank you for this. Let's do 3 thank yous. You can do them right now. I'm so grateful that the ocean was so crazy and awesome and wild today that I got to go to. I'm so grateful for my dog, Miss Moon. She's so cute. I'm so grateful for Spirulina. I love it. All right, so we can see that we can feel that my heart, or at least I can, is already more open after 3 gratitudes. So if you want to connect with your guides and angels, okay, you're going to do that pillar of light. You're going to light shower, and you're going to set a circle of protection up, and you're going to ask the angels to surround you so that only true guidance from Source comes through. And then you're going to spend 5 minutes in a meditation of gratitude, or a gratitude out loud practice. Oh, yay, grateful. And then you're going to go to the next step, which is ask. So did you see how we didn't go straight to ask? Although asking is a really great step, and if that's the only step you're going to do, then awesome. Yes, amazing. We love it. But do we see how, we're actually preparing? We're creating a sacred space now. Before we even ask, okay, my spirit guides and angels, Archangel Michael, or Mary Magdalene, Kuan Yin, maybe my star family, I'm calling in any guides that I don't know about that are coming of divine light. I need you, I'm calling you in. What would you have me hear right now? Again, before we do that, we're setting ourselves up so that we can actually receive. So we're setting ourselves up in sacred space and alignment. We're opening our heart. And then once we ask, and this is how you ask, you literally just ask. You're like, go. You could even just go, yo, I need help. What do you got? That's actually allowed. People are way too formal with their prayers, I find. Just doing it and just asking is really amazing. Yes, is it really nice to ask from a really grounded, coherent space? Prayerful, sacred? Absolutely. But sometimes we're upset. Sometimes we're or sometimes we have anxiety, or sometimes we're just feeling pissed off at God and we're still asking for guidance. So sometimes the ask is going to come just a lot of different ways. That's okay. Your guides and angels aren't going to judge you. But the more that we can be in our heart when we ask, the better. Amanda says, I've always felt most connected through my heart chakra. Yay. Debbie says, back of the neck, throat chakra is such an energetic breakthrough area for me. Ooh, what do you mean by energetic breakthrough? Like you broke through and it was amazing, or it needs some support? Would love to know. So once we ask, we are going to just stay in our hearts. And yes, again, I'm guiding you through a meditation, shortly. So you can just chill. Don't get too in your mind here trying to figure it out. As we're in our heart, this is where we keep our focus. When we're like, all right, Archangel Michael, what do you got for me? I want you to, when you're doing this, I want you to ground into your heart, anchor into your heart, and do nothing. So what's going to happen if you're someone who hasn't received much energy or much guidance directly that you know of, more in a second about that, from your guides and angels, it's likely that your ego is going to be a little crazy. And it's going to go, where is the guidance? Was that it? No, that was what I wanted for dinner. Okay, that probably wasn't it. Maybe it was. Was it? Oh, they're not talking to me. Heart. Yeah, heart. Okay. I'm not getting anything. Okay, so I'm saying that because I'd like to highlight the monkey mind and the ego can really come through here. You might have to meditate. You might have to set up that sacred space for yourself. Go into your heart space for 2 months straight before you get anything directly. It might happen, or it might happen the moment that you try it for your first time. The point is that when you ask, you understand something. Have you heard that phrase? When you ask, it is given. When you ask for guidance, it is given. So in our Western world, we like it quick, we like it now, and we like how we want it and how we expect it. Even me, who's been practicing this for many, many years, so I have a business partially based on my ability to hear spirit guides and angels. Even me, with all of that, I will sit in meditation sometimes and ask for guidance and not get anything directly in that moment. I will just feel that I've made the request, that I need guidance, or that I'm asking for it, and nothing will come through consciously. That's totally normal. So this is the biggest block that people have when they try to connect with their guides and angels, is they expect all of it right away, and if it doesn't happen, if they don't get anything, they get frustrated, they make assumptions about their own gifts and their own ability to communicate, and they throw out the towel. I want to describe it to you like this. After my spirulina. So, imagine you are going on a first date. And, ideally you knew that in general you would like a committed partnership with someone. Just like you'd like a committed relationship with your spirit guides and angels that's really intimate. Now you're dating, okay? If you're already in a relationship, just pretend you're single for a second. Okay, and you're going on a date. And this person, comes along and you have a date and it's nice, You go home and you're like, motherfucker didn't ask me to marry him. Or her. Or them. What the fuck? I'm not going out with them again. Clearly this isn't working. Clearly it's not happening. It's not working. I'm over it. It sounds so ridiculous. I'm sure some people have done that. Maybe not, I don't know. It sounds so ridiculous, but it's kind of what happens when we go and we're like, okay, I'm going to really start connecting with my guides and angels right now. And we don't get the trumpets and we don't get the blaring message through our heart and we don't get the crazy big download right away. We just kind of feel like nothing much, subtle things. Like on that date, it was like, yeah, it's subtle, we didn't even kiss. It was like we spent time together, but I didn't, going back to the guides, we expect the whole shebang and we expect it right away. And if we don't get it, then clearly we're cursed and clearly we're not able to connect with our guides and angels. And clearly there's something wrong with us. And clearly our guides don't actually care about us. And obviously we don't even have guides and angels. This is literally, I know it's like a little bit exaggerated here, but this is what we can do on some level. When really what's the most important factor when it comes to connecting with your spirit guides and angels is patience. So if you're going on that date, you're going to say, okay, well, I'm going to maybe go on 5 dates or, whatever before I, know what's the next thing to do, or if I really want that proposal, maybe I'm gonna, spend 2 years with this person before I, threaten to, you know, leave before I get the whatever, right? We're gonna give it time. We're gonna allow. So the most important thing is that, you're asking and then you're just doing nothing. You're just in your heart and you're saying, you can even just repeat, like, thank you. I know the guidance is being received right now. I know my subconscious is receiving the guidance. I know the guidance is currently downloading. Because that's the thing, the guidance is always downloading. So if you didn't get that piece of guidance in meditation that day, what your spirit guides and angels might do is they might come into your dreams that night and download the guidance through your body. So the next day, you're having an impulse to go do something, and it just kind of feels like, yeah, that's what I want to do. I'm going to go do it. Not even realizing that that was coming because your guides and angels were downloading guidance along with your higher self. They're always working with your higher self. And they're downloading guidance through your system into your subconscious. So you're actually just operating from that guidance and you don't even know it. This is what people need to understand. Is when you ask, you are, it is given. So you could walk around for the next 6 months just asking, creating sacred space, asking for your guidance and angels, to come through with guidance, and just being open and, setting time to meditate in your heart and not expecting anything. You're just meditating and you're opening your heart and you're like, yeah, yay, thank you. I am receiving. And, it's just coming through and you don't even, know that, that person that you just ran into who told you about this really amazing book, what that person was actually sent to you from an angel as a result of you asking for help. Because angels honor free will. So they're going to weave way more magic into your life when you start asking them for help as your spirit guides. The spirit guides and angels that are with you honor your free will. So they're only going to make steps and really step in to help you and intervene if you ask. This is why I said before, it's so powerful because people know about spirit guides and angels. They know about ascended masters. And a lot of the time they just connect with them by pulling an oracle card once a week and going, isn't that nice? Or seeing, following someone who talks about Mary Magdalene a lot, right? Or maybe they have an angel book on their bedside. If that is, how we're operating, that is so far removed from a daily communion practice with our spirit guides and angels. If you're doing that, right, and there's nothing wrong with that, absolutely, pulling an oracle card once a week or having an angel book by the bed, that is I just want you to know it's a completely different reality than actually asking and tuning in your guides and angels every day and asking for help daily. Completely two different things. Okay, I'm going to read a couple comments. Artemis says, I'm really keen on sending gratitude to existence, such as feeling the presence and protection of the spirit realm. I recently started to ask with my heart. Yes, asking with our heart. I started noticing animals coming my way and rainbow auras at sun or moonlight, but I guess I'm new to interpretation of the communication. Yeah, trust what feels good. Amanda says, haha, the audacity. I'm amazing. They should marry me. Yeah. So I want to tell you so much more, but it will overwhelm you. And that's what the 4-week journey, Meet Your Guides and Angels, is. One of you is going to win the scholarship to that. And if you don't win the scholarship, potentially you're going to join us in that, so we can go a lot further. Artemis says, I want to ask if low self-worth is blocking receiving. I mean, to receive guidance, maybe you need to feel you're worth it. Yeah, totally. If you don't feel you're worth it, they'll always find a way through. Okay, this is if you're asking, they'll always find a way through. So I would say low self-worth. Okay, if you have low self-worth and you're like, okay, I call upon my guides and angels, I'm asking for support. Yeah, there might be a film over some of the channels, intuitive channels, that says, oh, I'm not worth it. I don't, they wouldn't want to talk to me, whatever. But because you asked, okay, spirit guides and angels, I need your help right now. I'm asking for healing. Please help me to feel worthy of your guidance. Please guide me today. Please mentor me today. Please speak through my mind today. You have permission, spirit guides and angels of divine light, to intervene in my thoughts so that I may think thoughts that are aligned with my soul's mission. Thank you. Now, what happens with that film of low self-worth is your spirit guides and angels are now working on healing that with you, along with your higher self, because again, they're always working with your higher self. They will never, ever bypass your higher self. They're always working with your true self. Now they're going to start to heal that stuff. So whatever blocks you feel like you have, I think, who was it? It was Debbie that says, I'm working on, the back of the throat and the neck, whatever you're working on, and if you feel like, well, maybe this is going to be a block to me receiving, it doesn't matter. It just matters that you ask for help. And they'll be working on it with you, and they'll be guiding you, and it's important. Artemis says, P.S. working on self-worth, shadow work, we are light and darkness. Yes. Okay. So I think that about, oh yes, and one more thing. Okay, so this is the part that some people don't want to hear because it involves changing. One really, really, really big piece, I'm trying to hide from the sun, but I shouldn't because it's my light shower. One really, really big piece, and then we're going to get into guided meditation, is your diet. So there's a few culprits in the diet that really do not support really being able to receive from your guides and angels really strongly. I'm only going to focus on 2 of the culprits today, and we're going to get deeper into this in the 4-week journey. The ones that were given to me by my guides today to speak with you about are white sugar. So white sugar, processed sugar, refined sugar, and too much caffeine. And you can have too much caffeine very, very easily. A lot of you are drinking coffee and your body does not like coffee. I can feel it. So why am I talking about, white sugar and caffeine? Because white sugar and caffeine and processed sugar affect the nervous system. And the nervous system is the highway to divine information and guidance and light. So if I'm going to eat right now, if I wanted to eat a bunch of white sugar and then I was, let's do it up. Let me put white sugar in my coffee and let me just throw that down. And this isn't judgment. This isn't like you feel bad about it. This is just like, oh, good to know. This might actually affect my ability to receive. My nervous system, if I'm going to throw back that, coffee and white sugar, my nervous system is going to get jittery. I'm very in tune with my body and what I put in my body, so I'm going to notice right away, and I'm going to feel like shit. But another person might not really notice, but it's very likely the same thing is happening. There's some people that aren't super affected by white sugar or, too much caffeine. I don't tend to attract those kind of people. I'm very spiritual. I'm very Pleiadian, Syrian water, so I tend to attract a lot of very sensitive people. But it's possible that you're less sensitive than some of other of us. So it's gonna make my nervous system jittery, and so the guidance is gonna come through my nervous system as light, and it's gonna come through my neural pathways, the guidance from my guides and angels. But if my nervous system is jittery, and maybe I'm just, binged Netflix for 4 hours as well. So that technology is also too much technology is going to make my nervous system jittery, and the white sugar and too much caffeine. Now it's jaggedy. So now the guidance coming through my nervous system is, I can't really understand it. Because it got like this. That information packet got moved around like this. If you have your gifts open, your intuitive channels open, you will still be able to receive guidance when you're like this through your heart and through other open channels. But it's going to be easier, and it's still going to be easier, and it's going to be more grounded. It's going to be more thorough if your nervous system is taken care of. Amanda says, coffee equals elixir to life for me. So you don't have to give up coffee, but you don't have to do anything. The invitation here is to, once you have that cup of coffee, feel into your body. How is this affecting me? And 1 cup of coffee might be totally fine for you. Your nervous system might feel totally fine. Whereas another person, 1 cup of coffee, me, is going to be like, whoa! But you might notice, oh, okay, you're going to tune in, and that third cup of coffee that day, it's 2 p.m. and you had your third cup of coffee, and you just tune in and you meditate for 5 minutes after you have that cup of coffee just to see, and you go, oh, there it is. Yeah, a little bit of that anxiety response. My nervous system is going. So it's the invitation here is to just tune in to how it affects your body. So I'm not saying give up caffeine, I'm saying too much caffeine. And only you are going to know what that limit is for you. If that makes sense. Okay. So thanks for all the comments. Amanda says, glad I went with oats with coconut sugar and almond milk for breakfast over chocolate on toast with the tea. Awesome. Yeah. Okay. Amanda says, I really feel what you're saying here. Well, there's a couple Amandas here, but Amanda Lynn, I really feel what you're saying here. And I know I drink too much coffee and I know it affects me negatively, yet I still drink it. Yeah, and you might, this is the magic of working with your guides and angels, is you don't have to say, okay, well, I'm not really going to be able to connect with my guides and angels until I've cleared this. You get to ask your guides and angels for help with this. So you can call in. So Archangel Raphael is an angel that's associated with physical health. You can say, okay, angels of health, Archangel Raphael. Archangel Raphaela, his female counterpart. The angels of health, the angels that help to clear addiction. The angels who work with the human body. I call upon you now. Thank you for supporting me in releasing any addiction to coffee. Thank you for guiding me to heal any root cause of why I feel this addiction. And thank you for guiding me to alternatives that would better serve me. I ask for guidance, support, and intervention in this area of my life in divine light. Thank you so much. So we're not waiting until we're perfect. We're not waiting. You could be listening to this and you could have a raging white sugar addiction and you could still put into practice everything I'm saying but the diet piece, and it would be amazing. Because we're not waiting for your perfection. We're waiting for you to ask. Right? Hello, Sad Curtin. Love to see you here. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, me too on technology. That's where I have the addiction. Okay, awesome. So let's get into meditation. Let's do it. Thanks everyone for commenting. And sorry if I didn't get to read your comment out loud. I'm just trying to navigate not reading all of them for time purposes. Okay, so we're gonna go through a guided meditation now. And yeah, this is exciting for me. There's so many pieces, about this that I want to talk to you about. I'm excited for the 4-week journey because we're gonna get to go on Zoom. And you're going to get to come on, and if you have questions and if you need a little bit of coaching, we're going to be able to do one-on-one talk, but in a group setting on Zoom. 90 minutes, might even be 2 hours. If we need to go 2 hours for the ceremony, it could be, less than that. And I really want to support everyone of you who really wants to open this pathway of connection, because it's really powerful. But we're going to do it now. We're going to do it in guided meditation. So I'm really excited about that. So Amanda says, thank you, Beth. That alone just brought out tears. Yeah, you're welcome. Leah says, not waiting for perfection. Yeah, it's like to our guides and our angels, like, we are so divine and so innocent and so amazing. Our guides and angels aren't looking at us going, yeah, Beth, well, she has a problem with this, and yeah, she watched Netflix again for 2 hours tonight, and we told her to do that thing and she's not doing it, and, yeah, but we'll help her, get better. No. They see us like masters, and to believe it or not, they see us as equals. The angels and the ascended masters see us as equals, and they see our light, and they see our higher self, and they see our oversoul, and they see and understand that we are them, that we are all of source energy, that I am another you. So they are always cheerleading. They're never judging us. They're always looking at what we're doing amazingly. They're always looking at our truths. So they're the best beings to just sit with when you're having a rough time or when you're having a great time. Because they're just going to hug you etherically and just support you in ways that most humans, in fact, all humans for the most part, can't really. All right, so closing our eyes, taking a deep breath, we're going to just prepare to meet our guides and angels a little bit more deeply here. So as you breathe, I just want you to focus on the breath. I just want you to kind of start to signal to your body that we're coming out of this conversation and we're dropping more deeply into meditation now. So I want you to focus on your breathing, deep breaths in, deep breaths out, and anchoring into Mama Gaia. So just grounding into Mama Gaia with that same grounding cord that we already put down, and just breathe here for a few breath cycles. I call upon your higher self and call upon your spirit guides and angels now to join us deeply in this meditation as you breathe in. Feel yourself filled with light. Feel your body filled with light. Feel every cell of your body begin to fill with the light of your higher self, your true divine self. As you breathe, feel every cell activated with light. And this new moon, feeling yourself filled with the light of the divine, the light of your true self. And breathing in now, feeling your intention from earlier in your heart. And as you breathe, there is an angel that is approaching you. And this angel is one of my most profound guides and beloveds, and someone that I consider myself almost that I work for in equality. This is Archangel Michael coming through. And Archangel Michael is here to act as the preliminary guide. So although you might have a strong connection with Archangel Michael, or you might not, but he's going to sort of almost be the hostess, right, for this journey. So breathing in, seeing the sapphire blue energy, the royal blue and gold energy of Archangel Michael. You might even see this color bordering on violet, what I call the blue-violet ray, in some parts of his energy field. I'm breathing in now, Archangel Michael, Michael, Michaela, we call upon you now, and just feeling in the presence. And Archangel Michael asks you a question. He says, "Beloved, do you understand and did you hear Beth when she said that whatever you receive when you ask for guidance is perfect? That if you receive direct communication from your guides today in this meditation, or if you simply receive feelings, impressions, or not much at all, do you agree to understand that your guides are deeply working with you and speaking with you regardless of what you receive or not?" Just breathing in and feeling if you understand that no matter what your mind thinks it gets today, that your body and your subconscious and your heart will be receiving exactly what it needs, and the guidance will come through and is already coming through now. So breathing in as Archangel Michael brings you into the cosmos, if you're not already there, brings you into the stars, and go on in your light body, take your light, the light of your body, and ride and fly with him into the cosmos. And just breathing here in the cosmos for a moment, coming to stillness with Michael, Archangel Michael, and just breathing in. And Archangel Michael guides you to listen. He says, "Can you hear the songs of the stars?" And in your light body, you're aware that the whole universe has a song, and all of the stars in the universe have their own specific harmonic frequency that they emit. And when it comes together, it sounds beautiful. Maybe subtle, maybe loud. Whatever you receive is perfect. And just feeling into the language of the stars breathing through you. Beginning to receive a deeper connection to the stars now, understanding and knowing that you are of the stars, you are of the energy of source, you are of the earth in some way, but a small way. You are infinitely connected to all. You are of the stars, you are of the starlight. Feeling that connection open up and the starlight starting to open and activate your DNA now. Breathing in the starlight that is closest to you. There might be several stars that are closest to you. They might be very far away, but you still receive the light of the stars. Any stars that you can see around you, begin to breathe in their light. And feel into gratitude for this light and the stars, that no matter who you are, where you are at in your life, they are showering you with the blessings of starlight in this now moment. So just saying thank you in your heart 3 or 4 times or more. Thank you. Thank you for this starlight. I receive. Thank you. I receive. Thank you. I receive this starlight. Once you feel full of starlight, your DNA and cells are glowing with starlight, Archangel Michael takes you to the next location. And he explains to you that he is going to be taking you into 3 pillars of light. These 3 pillars of light are going to each have a different color to them. And these colors, these 3 colors, are going to be important and connected to your soul in some way. He also explains that in each color ray, you have different guides and angels working with you within that ray. For example, he says, if you see the sapphire blue ray in one of your journeys, be assured that I exist within that sapphire ray and will be helping you as an angel of the sapphire ray. He says, for example, if you see a red ray, a red ruby ray, it's very possible that one of the guides within that ray who has been working with you is Mary Magdalene, who comes deeply with a red ruby ray. And he also explains to you that there are many, many guides and angels and masters who work in the different rays. And you have specific mentors, specific guides, specific angels within each ray that are the ones that have really agreed to walk with you in this incarnation. Again, he explains you might be aware of who they are, or you might only see the color ray. It doesn't matter. It's all source, it's all light, and all of the guidance and activation is always happening. When you ask, you shall receive. So breathing in and dropping into your heart. If there's any part of you that's gone into your mind going, oh, I hope I can see the colors, or I hope I can connect with the ascended masters, right? Just notice that. Just notice, your ego or your mind coming to try to run the show. And say, thank you, I love you. And dropping into your heart. Because remember what Archangel Michael said, whatever you get is perfect. Even if you don't even see a single color, that would be the perfect journey for you, and so much would be happening in the subconscious and in other realities that will definitely affect you deeply. So give yourself permission to let go of any expectations. Let go of any idea of wanting to do it right. Let go of any idea of, if I see more, that means I win. And just being chill. Chill as a cucumber. Hanging out in the cosmos with Archangel Michael, chilling out. We're good. And now Archangel Michael says, okay, are you ready for the first color? So he places one hand on your head and breathing in, and wait until you receive a color. The first color that you receive is the color ray that we're going to go into. Take a deep breath. Allow the color ray to come. If you wonder if that was your imagination that gave you the color ray, perfect. Your imagination is a function of your intuition. You can't get it wrong. Whatever color ray comes to you first is perfect. So go ahead and go with that primary color ray that you're now seeing ahead of you. You can see this color ray. Go to that color. Go to that color. For those of you who are still trying to decide between 4 or 5 colors that came to you, take a deep breath. Let the one singular color reveal itself to you. And see it as a tube of light, a pillar of light. Archangel Michael is still with you. And see that vibrant color, vibrant color, and go into it like you're in a tube, a vertical tube of light now, and start to breathe. Feeling this color ray now surround you. So you're wrapped in this color, you're wrapped in this light ray. And again, just trusting that whatever you're seeing is perfect for you. So any of you who are already beating yourself up because you didn't see it right, or you didn't see it on time, or you don't know what it is, recognize that that is not your true self. Recognize that you're here now in the color ray of your own choosing. Whatever has come to you is perfect. And chill out. The mantra for connecting with your guides and angels is chill out. So we're going to chill out in our color ray and just receive. And whatever color you're feeling, allow that color to start to activate your spinal column, your cells, and allow yourself to call now the guides and angels of divine light who come on that color ray, who are here to support you. So you can repeat after me out loud if you'd like. I call upon the spirit guides and angels of this color ray who come in divine light and who wish to be of assistance to me now. I call you forth, and I ask for your guidance, your protection. I ask for a healing and an activation. So breathing in now and receiving this color, dropping into your heart, and just doing nothing but open your heart and allow. What would you have me hear now? Opening your heart, knowing that the guidance is streaming through. Consciously or unconsciously, it doesn't matter. Spirit guides and angels of this color ray who deeply support me now in my life. What would you have me hear now? Keeping the awareness in your heart. Just chilling out. Whatever you get is perfect, whether that was a conscious message, a feeling, nothing at all. Even frustration is welcome. All is welcome. All is allowed. Sadness, joy, all is welcome here. New Moon in Scorpio. Scorpio teaches us all is well, all is allowed. Shadow and light, all is welcome in the one heart. So taking a deep breath in and thanking the guides of this color ray, and then stepping out of the color ray, the pillar of light, back to Archangel Michael, seeing a big smile on his face. He's proud of you. And he starts to flap his wings, and he's just giving you a little bit of a clearing now. Because for some of you, a lot of stuff came up, a lot of old beliefs about you're not intuitive, that you're not visual, you're not intuitive, that you're not gifted, that there's, et cetera, et cetera. So for some of you, this actually brought up a lot of old pain and old beliefs and old traumas. Even things like, when you were in grade 2 and you didn't get the question right and the teacher kind of made a little bit of fun of you and everyone started laughing at you and you thought maybe I'm stupid or I just can't get it. All that kind of stuff for some of you is coming up. So Archangel Michael just going to give you a little bit of an angel bath with his wings. And it's beautiful. When that comes up, that means it's started to heal. And as it moves out of your system with Archangel Michael's wings flapping you, this means that it's actually going into the light now. So you just actually received a healing. So if you're one of the people that felt sad or frustrated or felt wounds come up, congratulations, you've just received an angelic healing. So all is welcome. Just can you feel into how when you're working with your guides and angels, you have to go into the realms where all emotions are valid because they're all coming up for a reason. This isn't the old paradigm where we only celebrate light, intuition, getting it right, high. This is divine feminine, sacred masculine integration of the new age. So breathing in now, Archangel Michael directs you to another color ray. Go ahead, and this time you just see it appear before you. This is a different color, and go ahead and step into this color ray. This pillar of light in this color. Take a deep breath. Feel the color ray completely surround you. And you can repeat after me. Spirit guides and angels of this color ray. You can say the color. Who come of divine light, I call upon you now. What would you have me hear? I request your assistance, and I ask for guidance and a healing at this time. Thank you. Taking a deep breath and receiving. Taking a deep breath, feeling into your heart. Feeling your heart receive the color ray of the color that you're in. Thanking the guides and angels of this color ray with gratitude. Stepping out. Seeing Archangel Michael again. Again, a big smile on his face, so proud of you. And finally, a third color ray appears before you, again, connected to you, your soul in some way, important for your journey in some way. Trust whatever you receive, and go ahead and step into that color ray, that pillar of light, the final color. And as you breathe, open your heart and just feel your appreciation for this color and all that it contains. You can repeat after me if you'd like. Spirit guides and angels of this color ray who come in divine light and who desire to serve me at this time and be of assistance. I call upon you now. Thank you for guiding me. Thank you for mentoring me. What would you have me hear now? I open my heart to receive your guidance, your blessings, and any healing and activation that wishes to come through. Opening your heart, relaxing. Taking a deep breath and receiving whatever wishes to come through from the guides and angels of this ray. Feeling yourself relaxed in your heart and totally trusting that you received so much guidance, wisdom, and healing energy today, no matter what you received consciously. Thanking this color and the guides on this ray, stepping out of it and seeing Archangel Michael once more. Feeling if Archangel Michael has any messages for you before you return to Earth. Just breathing. And when you're ready, you can fly on your light body with Archangel Michael back into your physical human body, allowing yourself to breathe your light in your own body, receiving and breathing all those activations in. Breathing yourself back into your toes, your feet, and grounding back into Mother Earth, sending that grounding cord right into Gaia. Taking your time, wiggling your toes, and whenever you're ready, there is no rush. You can come back to this space. Welcome back. So you might want to write anything down, write something down in your journal. You might just wish to be really calm. Coming back. So what is it that we did in that guided meditation? We filled ourselves with light. We called in Archangel Michael as a specific guide. And we asked, we said, spirit guides and angels of divine light who wish to support me at this time. Yes, we were in color rays, but you can do this without the color rays. We said, I ask for your guidance. I ask for your healing. And we opened our heart and we just chilled out. So we did this in meditation, but you can do this at the grocery store silently. You can do this in the car driving out loud. I prefer that prayers are done out loud. If you need to do them silently, you can. So from here, as you integrate what you receive, just know that as you start to work this connection more, wherever you are, spirit guides and angels, I call upon you now. I need help with XYZ. Thank you so much for supporting me. Good morning, I'm waking up, I'm opening my eyes, I call my higher self into my body, and I ask my higher self, my spirit guides and angels, what would you have me hear today? And you might not receive anything consciously, we went over that, but you're asking, and you're being patient, and you're asking, and you're being patient, and you're asking, right? So as you come back to this space, I'd love to know, how was that for you? How was the guided meditation for you? I'm going to read some of your words if anybody feels like sharing, and then we're going to close. So while I wait for some of those comments to come through, and on replay as well, I'll be reading the replay comments. And of course, you'll also be entered to win the full scholarship for Meet Your Guides and Angels with your comments. Baiting you into commenting. Comment. I want to hear. Yeah, so we're gonna close soon after I read some of the things that come through. But again, you are invited to meet your guides and angels for 4 weeks. So what we did today is like really, really awesome. But we kept it in the basic realms. Ish. Basic for Beth. Of what I can share with you in the long run. But really, really powerful. Basic is beautiful. Simple is beautiful. But if you are guided, and you can just tune in with your guides and angels, you have like 2 weeks to join us from the recording of this video for Meet Your Guides and Angels for that 4-week journey. That's going to be really, really powerful. It's going to be really, really opening a lot of channels for everybody that comes in. I'm really excited. So I will be in communication with you about that, whether you won the scholarship or if you didn't, invitations to come in and join us over the next couple weeks. So I'm excited to keep that conversation. So Ellen said, saw both of my pets. Amazing. My cat comes to visit me a lot. Such a good feeling. Melissa says, super powerful. Thank you so much. Gratitude. Your meditations always help guide me to deep moments of truth. Amazing. We love that. And, while I read these, I've been in meditation sometimes online where people are like, oh my God, that was so amazing. And I'm just like over there, just like so frustrated and angry because like something really intense came up and I hate everyone in that moment. That's fine. If that happens for any of you, remember, we're good. We are all good. Whatever comes up is what's meant to come up. So Beth says, I went deep into the meditation and was easily able to sense colors. Thank you so much. What colors did y'all see? Tell me what colors you saw if you feel like it. Sandra says, soft pink reminded me to be myself. Openly, authentically, that is really important. That's such a beautiful message. It's so true. Soft pink, be yourself openly, authentically. Hallie says, it was beautiful. Archangel Michael makes me feel so safe and supportive. I saw a yellow, green ray, a pink ray, and a blackish green blue ray with stars. Cool. I love it. Faith is here giving some hearts. Thank you. Amanda says, that was powerful and so needed. I received clear messages, which I haven't had happen in a long time. I felt Archangel Michael hold my hand. Thank you so much. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Awesome. Maybe a couple more comments will come in. And again, Meet Your Guides and Angels in that 4-week journey. We're going to do live ceremonies, but I'm also going to make guided meditations for you. I do get feedback a lot. It's one of my little superpowers. I get feedback that when people do my meditations, they have activations and they get downloads and they receive a lot through my guided meditations. Am I good at everything? No. Am I good at basketball? No. I am really good at guiding people through meditation. So if you feel like you connect with say this meditation and you're feeling called to go deeper, there's a lot more where that came from. Also, there's going to be more free meditations on my YouTube channel over the coming months as well. So no matter what, you're going to be supported. So Helen says, thank you so much, Beth. Your chants brought tears to my eyes. Thank you. Leah says, pink, then turquoise. Yeah, here for it. Amanda says, a pinkish yellow, emerald green, and red. Beautiful. Artemis says, I really loved it. I felt it with my heart. Thank you. Oh, that's sweet. Angelica says, red, violet, green. Amazing. Ellen says, green, red, orange, and yellow. Beautiful. Sarah says, the colors came through clearly. This was amazing. Thank you, Beth. I saw violet blue, turquoise, gold red. Amazing. I love how so many of you have like mixed colors, which totally happens. So I'll leave that with you. Artemis says, I barely sense soft blue, purple, and light green, the colors. Yeah, totally fine. If we barely sense them, we're not sure, we get them full on. It's not better or worse. It's perfect where you're at. So feel free to come into the Sisterhood of the Mermaid Moon, our Facebook group, later on today, later on this week. Let me know if you have something that really came up for you in this session, if you have questions, if you want to share a bit of a story about what you saw in meditation that you just feel like you want to be witnessed in. I am here for you. I would love to hear your shares. Artemis says, I feel there was specific traumas coming and I felt healing them. Yeah. Helen says, I saw golden, diamond, and soft blue ray. It was Larimar, like Larimar Crystal. Larimar, woo! Love it. Okay, so yeah, I'll leave that with you. Super grateful. Oh, and by the way, the link to Meet Your Guides and Angels, if you want to learn more and are excited about, maybe winning a scholarship, is in the title of this video, but I'll also comment it here so you can check it out. Go ahead and just look at the page, because every time I make a page, if you've seen my invitation pages, sales pages, I don't really like that word, but I always like make them pretty. So go ahead and look. And I'll leave that with you. So let's just close out our ceremony. Thanks for hanging out with me. I think this is the longest Facebook Live I've ever done. So thanks for hanging out with me this far. You're amazing. just honoring you and so excited that you're here, that we're here on this planet together right now, that we've connected in this way. My higher self is very, very aware of all of you and has probably been working with you in, the dream time, and we've been meeting up. So may your connection with your spirit guides and angels and your higher self be blessed. May Archangel Michael step forth and give you a big blessing right now, as well as all of your other guides and angels. And if you feel like you want to go deeper, the doors are now open for that deeper dive, and we're going to go a lot deeper. Um, you can feel that was just the door opening. And also, again, there's going to be more free guided meditations on my YouTube channel, Beth Katherine, Katherine with a K. So look out for those as well. So I'm happy to keep supporting you in all the ways that I can. Lots of love. Leah says thank you. Hallie says this was fun. Thank you. Awesome. And just asking all of our higher selves to beautifully sort of close down the field, but keep the love and keep the activation open. Just bringing this ceremony to a close on this new moon in Scorpio weekend. Blessings, blessings, blessings. May all beings be free, and sending all of this energy that was created today and that is in this collective field now, sending this with the intention that this energy serves the liberation of all beings. So feeling into all the energy that we created today, going into the one heart, activating heart-based energy and serving the liberation of all beings. May all beings be free. May all beings know themselves as free. May all beings know themselves as love. May all beings know themselves as loved. May we all walk in the one heart as one family. And so it is. Thank you so much for the gratitude that's coming through in the comments. And thank you to you also for being on replay. I'm definitely going to read your comments after. Much love, much love, much love. And we'll see you in the Sister of the Mermaid Moon. Bye.